Hey everyone, and welcome back to Sprinkle with Paper. Today we're going to be using our Cricut to make these fun and easy Valentine's Day candlesticks. To get started, we're going to need tapered candlesticks. I found these white ones at HomeGoods. The whole pack was only $7.99. They had a bunch of different colors, but I just bought a pack of white so I can do different designs, because not only am I going to make Valentine's Day ones, but I thought when spring comes along it'd be cute to make some candlesticks with little lemons and oranges on them, maybe some little cherries. So if I end up doing that, I'll be sure to share that video. But for today, we're just going to be making the Valentine's Day ones. So I'm going to use the white candlesticks, and I have some permanent vinyl here in red and light pink. And then for my candlestick holders, I found these also at HomeGoods, and I think that they're so beautiful. They look just like the candlestick holders at Anthropologie, but they were a fraction of the cost. So each of these were only $5.99 each. And I bought them a couple months ago, but I was there the other day and they had a ton of similar styles, but they had them in light pink and red, and they even had some really cute ones that had little bows on them. So if you're in the market for some new candlestick holders, be sure to check out HomeGoods. Now to get started on our design, let's open up Cricut Design Space. And today I'm going to be using the image tool to search for little bows and hearts. I thought that'd be really cute for Valentine's Day. So here I'm just going to search for bows. And as you can see, there's so many different options. So the style of bow that I'm looking for is something that is dainty and delicate looking, but not too thin, because I want to make sure that it's going to cut well. So I think I'm going to select 3 different bows. I'll choose 2 that have a thicker design, and then I do want to select one that does have a little bit more of a delicate look to it, and then we'll just kind of test it out and see how it cuts. So now that we're back on the project page, I can tell you right off the bat that I don't like this top one. I feel like it's just not the look that I'm going for. It's not quite whimsical enough. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. And then I do really love both of these other bows. So I'm going to resize them so they're going to fit onto our candlestick by changing the width of each of them to 0.5 inches. And to get an idea of how these candlesticks are going to look with the bows and then the hearts once we add them, I'm just going to make some mock candlesticks. So I'm just going to go over to the Shapes tab, and I'm going to select one of the squares. So to make this look like a candlestick, I'm just going to go up where we can adjust the size, and I'm first going to unlock the design, and I'm going to make the width 0.75 inches and the length 9 inches. And from here, I'm just going to duplicate my mock candlestick since I plan on making 2 of them. And then I'm just going to start placing these bows onto one of the candlesticks. And like I had said before, I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to end up using both of these bows. We'll have to see how they cut. And I don't really know exactly what design I'm going to do on the candlesticks, but this will just kind of give me an idea of how many pieces I need to cut. Now let's go back over to that image tab and let's select a heart this time. And once I select a heart, I'm just going to change the size again to 0.5 inches for the width. From here, I'm just going to duplicate the heart to fill up our candlestick. And then I'm going to actually change one of these bows to red. So I'm going to go over to my layers panel, click on color sync, and then I'm just going to select all of these pink bows here. This is the one that was a little bit more of a delicate bow, and I'm just going to move them all up to the red section with the hearts. And now instead of cutting 3 different colors, we're just going to be cutting the 2, the light pink and the red. So now let's just delete our mock candlesticks and then click Make. And since this design is so small and pretty intricate with the bows, I'm going to highlight everything and I'm going to move it down a little bit on the cutting mat. And the reason I'm doing this is because I find that when I have vinyl on a cutting mat and the cuts are really tiny, sometimes the mat will shift a little bit if I don't have a really sticky mat, which I don't. So what I'm going to do to make sure that doesn't happen is I'm just going to place masking tape along the edges. I'm just giving myself a little bit of space to attach that masking tape to my cutting mat. So from here, we're just going to cut everything out, weed it, and prepare it for our candlesticks. So now that we have everything cut, I'm just going to use some transfer tape to move the different hearts and bows over onto the candlesticks. And I have decided not to use the red bows because they didn't cut great. So they did cut out, but a lot of the little tails of the bows got cut off, or just when I was trying to weed them out, they kind of got bent. So I'm just going to scratch the red bows, and I'm just going to stick with the red hearts and the pink bows. So as you can see, this is such a simple craft and they turn out so cute. So like I mentioned before, I'm really excited to make these for the springtime by putting daisies and fruit, maybe you doing it for Easter and making little Easter eggs to put on them. I also thought it'd be cute to maybe make 3 of these and wrap them up with some cute ribbon and give them to a friend for Valentine's Day. Or another cute idea would be to give them to an expecting bride. So if you're going to a bridal shower, you can put, for example, Mrs. Smith and maybe like some little rings and, do it in the colors of her bridal shower or her wedding party. That might be a really fun idea. So really the possibilities are endless. Just have fun with it, but it's such a simple and easy craft. I would love to hear down in the comments what kind of candlesticks you guys plan on making, whether you're going to make some Valentine's Day ones or maybe use some of the ideas that I had mentioned, or if you have your own ideas, please share because I think we all love getting inspiration from each other. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, happy crafting.